Hi!
Welcome back to Fixated, a podcast with us, Joelle and Ellen.
I'm Joelle.
And I am Ellen. This is the podcast where we talk about all the media and culture and stuff we just can't look away from.
The stuff we just can't seem to get over.
And why it all matters so much to us. This episode, we talk a lot about Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, of course. We talk about Bestie Vacation, Les Misérables, and we do some wrap-up on the Vampire Lestat, which just finished up. It's a really fun one. We're kind of all over the place, as always.
As always. That's why you love us.
Exactly. Lock in. Another day, another episode.
Exactly. We are back in our typical little boxes.
Thank God a little bit.
Yeah, right.
It was fun to switch it up, but I missed home.
Exactly. This is my comfort area with
my comfort box.
My set design, actually.
And my
which
very
I actually
empty background.
Look at. Boop.
Someday, I swear, I'll have like a poster on the wall for everyone to look at.
Yeah.
That'll be a beautiful day. But
not just the blank bare walls.
Not yet.
You know what? You can have your sensory deprivation tank. That's allowed.
Thank you.
A bedroom can be anything.
The other side of my bedroom is beautifully decorated, I promise.
I wouldn't even know.
Completely lying.
What's off frame in my bedroom is a nightmare, complete with Legos, a 6-year-old's Lego collection.
Oh my God, lovely. Has she built anything?
Sure. No, she's actually a very good builder. She's actually very good.
Awesome.
She's very good with the Lego. She was showing me a rainbow house or something like that she built. Or a rainbow room or something. And, child's imagination is a fascinating place.
Legos.
Very awesome. She was pointing out the little windows and where the TV is and all this stuff. A series of blocks of different colors.
Beautiful.
It works. I really like it. I like that that's part of her free time.
It's good for development.
Exactly. She kind of...
It is, but that's not what this podcast is, so who cares?
It could be. This podcast can be anything in the world.
That's true.
Yes.
This episode, we're fixated on childhood development.
Exactly. We have one test subject. My niece.
Exactly. That's all you need, right?
Yes.
To make a good study.
Exactly.
That's what I've heard.
Some people act like it. Surely.
That's what I've heard. That's true.
Anecdotal evidence is above all. Who needs?
Yeah.
I don't know, empiricism.
Anything else? Yeah.
Since our last episode, when we weren't together, and then we were together, and then we're not again.
Yes. We were hanging out, which was awesome, and there was no proof of it on the podcast unless you follow us on Instagram.
True.
Then you saw.
Yeah. But we're real people. We hang out.
We are.
Whatever.
We promise.
We make it work. We make it happen.
It was so fun. It was, speaking of, tell me your non-media fixations. Scores are exactly the same as mine.
Exactly. Our non-media fixations are very similar.
Because we've been busy lately.
Exactly. We've been busy, and again, the rules aren't written in stone. The rules are written nowhere.
That's so true. No.
Well, in a Google Doc.
The rules are written in a Google Doc.
In an editable
we have
Google Doc.
Shared access to, yeah.
Exactly. My non-media fixation this week on Fixated with Joelle and Ellen is friend vacay, basically.
Oh my God, friend vacay!
More particularly, the fact of the privilege of traveling well together with friends.
Oh wait, that's so true. That's a really good one.
I mean? Yeah, I think we do a good job.
We do. We've taken many a trip together at this point, and we're good at it.
Exactly.
And I was saying this to you, I think, when we were together. We're good at getting it out of the group chat. We're good at that.
It's true.
When we have an idea and we know we want to do it, we do it. We get there.
Yeah, and God bless. I feel like that's a skill in and of itself. Something to mature into is getting it out of the group chat.
Absolutely.
We were in London town together for kind of a good bit of time, honestly. Also, maybe
4 or 5 days.
Yeah. How did it feel to you? Because I was on an extended trip, but
yes,
so
it was honestly, it felt like a good amount of time because we packed it in.
Yes.
If we had longer, I feel like it would have felt exactly the same because we really jammed activities in.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was so much fun. I was exhausted and ready to go home by the time we were done, which I feel like usually is not how I feel at the end of a 4 or 5 day trip.
Yeah, we did a lot and the weather was so good, but that also means
lucky.
that means we were outside, you know. We were outside.
We were outside walking around. I forgot my sunscreen entirely.
There we go.
We'll
But you
see
didn't
what
get
happens.
burnt, really.
No,
right?
because
No?
again, we were in London, but
This is true. It's a different sun out there.
exactly.
It's not the East Coast sun.
You're supposed to wear that. Wear your SPF even when it's not sunny, because
I brought it with me and didn't put it on a single day.
Okay, perfect. So we'll have the same amount of sun damage. Beautiful.
Yes, exactly.
Twins.
Exactly. Yay. But yeah, I feel like it's just not a guarantee that it'll be so smooth sailing, but we've done a good job thus far. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
You know, once we get our money up and we forget where we came from, we can't really we don't know how we'll travel well together, because I'll need the private jet. You might prefer a different private jet, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I need my own like chartered boat or something.
Yeah, exactly. I will not be traveling by boat.
No, you get seasick. I also get seasick, but I'll want the boat anyway.
Yeah, for the vibes. So you never know. So you really have to cherish the times we have.
Yes, while we're still like young and mostly broke. We do a good amount of like, we're on the same activity nap. Like we break it up equally. I feel like we tend to want the same amount of activity and the same amount of nap time, which is good.
This is reminding me, part of my trip was traveling with my sister to Scotland as well. And we were talking about how on that trip, we were also that part of the trip, we were a bit busy. And we were like, okay, so there's a real difference between vacation and traveling.
Yes.
I was like, we were traveling, and I think we were also traveling.
We're traveling. We
are doing things. Vacation, you're sitting, you're relaxing, probably in an actual nice warm vacation-y spot on a beach, perhaps.
Yeah. After this travel, I need a vacation.
Exactly. But also we benefit from having friends in London. Hey,
hey girls.
Should you be listening?
Many of whom are boys. Hi.
That kind of eases, I think, a little bit also of that like travel-y vibe. Because we can
having an actual place to be that isn't a hotel room is great.
Exactly.
And it's so nice to like have people there who can give you actual ideas of things to do that aren't exclusively touristy thing, which like I love a touristy activity, but it is good to have a local to talk to, which leads me into specifically my non-media fixation.
Boom, go for it.
The bus. I love a tour bus, like a big red hop on, hop off specifically bus. I love those.
Because you hop on and then, crazy enough,
you can hop off. And then you can do stuff and you can hop right back on that bus.
Exactly.
It's the best thing in the world. I'm being entirely genuine. I've done them with our dear friend Bridget in multiple cities now. And they're awesome. And I know my brand that I like. Like, they're so good.
They do a great job.
They're so fun.
Yes.
Highly recommend.
Yes.
You can get to know any city. You can see what you want to see. You can hop off, or you can return the next day.
Boom.
I'm a walking advertisement for the hop on, hop off.
They should hire you. Yeah. This was my first time properly on the hop on, hop off thing. Yeah. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Again, I've been to London a decent amount now, but this was truly the first time where you get to do the little, like, truly see all of central London.
Exactly. You get to see all the main things.
Yeah. You get to be on the
really
bridges.
Walking around. It's great.
Bridges. Yes, and exactly, without walking around and tiring yourself out. I think it's awesome. And
it's so fun to ride on the top of a bus.
In the open air. It's so fun. I was like, what the heck? It's like awesome. A roller coaster.
It really is. You get to see people on the street and they're like, oh, hey, look at them, tourists. And you're like,
yeah. Don't you love it? Don't you love it?
It's the best.
Yeah, any kind of like actual like tour of a place. Like I think that in traveling a little bit more in the last like 2 years, again, thankfully, really, really grateful I've been able to. Yeah, love a walking tour even. Like anything where people tell you things about where you are. Like,
I love a tour.
I think it's just so worth it. I think it's worth it to pay for it if you can.
It is.
It's awesome.
They're so fun.
Yeah.
Especially like a themed one. I've done like a literature tour. Yeah. They're so cool. You did one in Scotland, right?
Yes, I did one in Scotland. That was music. But I'm thinking about the one that we did in Savannah.
Oh my God.
The ghost one.
Ghost tour in Savannah? That was fun.
That was great. Especially, I'm not even, again, I am the same way I feel about ghosts, the same way I feel about space. Where I'm kind of like, low-key, none of my business.
I don't need to know.
Low-key, none of my business. I have a lot of peace not like bothering, but
it was not scary. It was like maybe spooky, mostly silly.
Yeah, exactly.
This tour that we went on, which was really fun.
Yeah, in Savannah. We learned about the boo hag.
Don't let the boo hag ride ya. Like,
don't let the boo hag ride ya.
And I still don't really, I don't remember what that means, but the tour guide kept saying it.
She would ride them. The men. Deep. It's in the phrase. Fine. She would encounter men and kill them. She kind of had like a bit of a siren vibe to her, a little bit too, right?
But also she wasn't like, she would like possess your wife, maybe?
Oh.
I don't remember. Somebody tell us what the boo hag is. Does anyone know what we're talking about?
We could look it up.
I don't know.
We'll look it up later.
Whatever. Yeah.
We'll remember this. We'll remember this.
Yes.
But yeah, learning about the boo hag was awesome. She could be in our crew. All my homies love the boo hag.
I love the boo hag. That's my girl.
Yeah, it was a good trip, all in all. We saw Les Mis. Just remember that on the West End.
The West End. We didn't really do that many media things.
No, and that's okay.
That's fine. That's good. Sometimes you need a break.
We're on vacation, exactly.
We're on vacation from media, because this is work.
Yes.
This is work. We're locked in. We're clocked in.
We've made our hobbies a work that doesn't pay us. So.
Which is like what one is supposed to do, right? Like that's what they tell you to do.
Which circles right back around to being a hobby, right? A hobby just with an extraordinary amount of time put into it. But
exactly. It's just a hobby that keeps us really busy.
So fun. Whatever.
Love.
My hands look like this, so
so that yours, our listeners,
exactly can press play. Exactly.
True.
So yeah, I guess that's our joint fixation. Non-media fixation is a non-media friend vacay.
All right.
Yeah,
it's time to talk media.
Yes, let's get into our media fixations. I might put you on the spot and ask you first, Ellen. What are your media fixations for this episode of Fixated?
Obviously, big one, the Odyssey.
Yes.
Yay! We both watched the Odyssey last night.
Yeah, exactly.
Immediately post-vacation, we were like, back to work. Gotta see the Odyssey.
Gotta see it. We saw a Trojan horse in London.
We did. They had a
Trojan horse.
Big-ass Trojan horse. Which, when I saw it in person, I wonder if that one that we encountered was the size of the one that they used in the movie. Because it really, to me, like, did not look that big. And then it actually, to me, in the movie, didn't look that big either. And I was like, okay, whatever, like, you're using your imagination. But then I'm watching videos of people talking about Christopher Nolan, and no, they really jammed those guys in there. Like, he's a non-CGI guy, practical effects. Like, they really climbed on in there and then climbed out. Like, you saw him climbing out. So
and climbed out. Yeah.
I know. I guess they really did jam, like, and we looked it up, 30 to 40 men. 30 to 40 men. In that Trojan horse.
Yeah, which I was like, damn, I guess it is possible. Because I was kind of doubting the capacity of the Trojan horse. But
I'm really still having trouble wrapping my mind around, like, the physics of that. How did they all fit?
It was a pretty big horse.
It was, but I still don't think it was big enough.
I don't know.
Especially for an IMAX camera to climb on in there with them too.
Yeah, did you see it in IMAX?
I did.
Okay, I did not. Which I was like, maybe I'm missing something, but I couldn't be arsed, as they say.
Super fair. I just felt like I had to, and I got really lucky with a ticket. I bought it kind of last minute, but I got it at a super weird time. So to be completely honest, I saw that picture, I know you're going to know what I'm talking about, online of them comparing specifically the like non-IMAX to the IMAX with like Odysseus versus Agamemnon's helmets, and you couldn't see the full helmets on the normal screen. And I was like, well, I need to see their helmets. Like, I need...
Which part?
Okay. I'll show you a picture later. I was
like, what was I missing?
One scene where of Odysseus and Agamemnon, like, talking to each other, I think.
Sure.
And you see how much bigger Agamemnon's helmet is. And I was like, damn, gotta see that on the big screen. Otherwise I'll be missing so much.
That's the thing. Now I'm like, man, I guess there's no point in experiencing regret because I've seen the movie. But maybe I should have really tried.
You know what? Let's talk about that for a second.
Let's talk about the actual movie instead of...
no, I wasn't even saying that.
Oh.
Which it would make more sense to actually talk about the movie. I'm just thinking about... I don't know. It's interesting to me to like make a movie that can only be like for that to be the way that like it's meant to be seen, to make a movie that isn't really accessible to that many people. There's only, or I guess there's only, they said there's only 20 something, 25 maybe,
of the 70 millimeter,
of the like 70 millimeter IMAX theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just interesting to me for like cool, I guess, but to make a movie that's the way that it's meant to be seen, and it can only be seen by not that many people.
True fractions.
It's just interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate. I guess I'm
jealous. It just sucks to not, and like I'm in New York City. I'm sure I have access to one of those theaters.
Yeah,
but like they sell out so quickly that not really. Like unless you're on it, you're not going to be able to see that. It's just not realistic for most people, the majority of people, to be able to see that, and that just sucks.
Yeah, I'm jealous too. I respect that. Because I'm like, oh, good, you guys really did, really using the form to its extent.
Exactly, you did your thing, and so I want to be able to see it like as it's meant to be seen, the best it possibly could be.
Yeah. Like, is it really going to rock my socks?
Availability at all, especially for someone who isn't in a city like New York, like that sucks. For it to just not be a possibility in the slightest. But whatever. I mean, really cool that they did it, obviously. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we should actually talk movie.
Yes. What was your first impression of the movie? Or how was it watching, the experience? Like, what did you think?
I loved it. I really, really liked it. I think, I don't know, for a second, maybe the first like half, not that I wasn't into it at all, but I was like, I like this. Like, I solidly liked it. And then somewhere around that second, third act, I was like, okay, it's love. I feel love in my heart. Like, it really, and I'll say it, like, I'm a Greek mythology girl. Like, I was a Percy Jackson child. I've read all the, like, Song of Achilles and Circe and whatever. Like, I love that kind of thing. I really love a fictional Greek mythology, whatever. I love it. I know the Odyssey well. I haven't actually read the Odyssey, but I have the Emily Wilson version of the Odyssey currently holding up my computer. I bought it a while ago and I haven't touched it, of course. Yeah. But so I was so excited, and I thought it was really good. I thought it did a really great job, and I really enjoyed it. How about you? Intriguing.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was all technically all there.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. It did have to resuscitate me a little bit with, as you're saying, maybe like the third act type of thing. Yes. Like,
it did pick up.
Yeah, I was I think that's all. I think it just kind of lulled a little bit. And there was a certain point in time where I was just kind of like, I'm not really feeling the like core of this much. Like, I know the story.
Yeah.
And everything, but I just felt like there was something going along that was a little bit missing, almost like emotionally, truly. Honestly, like, I just kind of was like, okay, I'm just like watching this story. And that's what I mean. I think the end kind of stuck the landing. I was really genuinely most intrigued by watching kind of all the things that are still happening in Ithaca. I guess the more like somewhat political drama that was going on genre-wise, maybe like surprise, surprise. It's just a lot of kind of like ooh, hush, hush and scheming and stuff like that. And a lot of tension. But yeah, I think that overall I was like, once I got to the end, once it finished, I was like, okay, that was solid. The length of it probably necessary to get all of it in. Again, it is the Odyssey, right? But yeah, I would say that it really didn't overall move me that much or thrill me that much in any way. Maybe I needed the big ass IMAX screen to really get into it, but I don't know.
No, I completely agree. I'm completely with you. There's just so much story. Like, it's so long that they're kind of, I don't know, it would feel difficult to not make a like 4-hour movie without like having this issue, but there's so much happening that you don't really have time to like sit with the characters at any point. It's really kind of like island boat, like they're
yes, exactly.
There's so much activity and there's so much adventure and they're running around from scene to scene to scene to scene that like you don't really emotionally connect with any of them, honestly, which it does suck because, yeah, I wasn't really in it at any point. I think, oh my God, I'm trying to remember. There was one point where I did cry the tiniest bit. I don't remember. Okay, there was some emotional part in there that got me to shed one tear. But I'm an easy crier in the movie, so maybe that's actually a point against them that they only got me to shed a single tear.
Just a single tear. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's a really interesting effort by Christopher Nolan. I think just like setting wise, I think maybe there's also a little bit of a, what's it called? Challenge there. Because I don't know, I guess, I don't know, I almost feel unqualified to like make such an analysis, but I feel like the world of Oppenheimer made more sense for what I understand and I'm used to, at least with the Christopher Nolan movie, which I guess I'm mainly drawing on like Tenet and Inception and and so that's also was a part of it where I was like, I mean, I'm not even sure if this is like stylistically serving him well. I was like, this is all there. I was like, all this like sand and landscape is very Denis Villeneuve of you. I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
no, exactly. Like I'm super with you. It was beautiful. It was so gorgeous.
It was very beautiful.
And the soundtrack was incredible. And like the actors were all so good. And it was a spectacle. It was incredible. It was so good to watch. But actually, I don't know if this is what you were saying at all. But like a lot of the dialogue kind of left something to be desired. Not that it was bad at all. And I really didn't mind. Honestly, I saw a lot of people talking about the like Tom Holland Telemachus at one point going, Dad, like I didn't mind that because they're not speaking ancient Greek. They're speaking English. Like it's our understanding of what's going on. Completely fine to me. Like I don't know. That didn't throw me out of it in any way. But it just like there was no emotional aspect for me. I think it was the script kind of.
Yeah, I completely I agree. I do think that the writing is maybe the like source of some of the lack of emotional core to it.
It just felt like the focus was making the movie a spectacle and this big incredible thing to watch versus this incredible thing to like take in. You know?
Yes. Yeah. But I think the performances were really good. I mean, Matt Damon's interesting. I like Matt Damon.
I do. Yeah.
I like him. I don't know if he was a cool guy. Super compelling in a way as like the lead. Like I don't know. Like I was kind of neither here nor there, which is not maybe the best.
Maybe last week before I watched it, I was, scrolling on Instagram and I saw a picture of him on set and I somehow had completely forgotten that Matt Damon was playing Odysseus in this movie. And I was like, Matt Damon? Yeah. I feel like I believed it. Like I didn't really experience that watching it first, like at any point. There were a lot of big names in this movie, obviously. So I was a little worried going in about that taking me out of it, but I didn't. I'm lying. I'm completely lying. I went, Charlize Theron?
yes, I did too. I
didn't know she was in this one. No, I was expecting everyone else. She was the only one that I maybe was like.
I kind of missed it. I was like, Charlize. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So, hey, girl. Yeah. Another random thing, which I like, it's one of the things where like one has to laugh at themselves.
Yeah.
Where in the scene, there's like the guys who are scheming and sent to kill Telemachus. Telemachus. I said it right the first time. Okay.
Telemachus. Yes,
Telemachus.
Lisa from Temecula.
Yeah. I was like, what? Lisa from Temecula.
That's exactly where your brain was.
Yeah, it's exactly. Telemachus. They go to kill him. They're all dressed up as priests or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's this close up on one of them, and I just was like, where have I seen that face before? I was like truly racking my brain. I was like, where have I seen this face before? Where have I seen it? And I was like, the one thing about my mind, it is a memory trap for any possible gay ship that I've ever seen on Tumblr anywhere.
Oh my god!
And I was seeing that and I was like,
I'm so excited.
Who is it? Some random guy from a show I never even watched, Roswell, New Mexico. That I couldn't even remember the second half of the ship, but I was just like, I was like seeing the rock. I was like, he had really fluffy hair, and I just remember seeing the like gifs of this guy. I was like, what is it? What is it? And then I thought of it before I even looked it up, and I looked it up to confirm, and I was like,
that's so funny.
This is what we live for. This is what I train for.
Yeah.
Recognizing
I'm really
random guy.
I'm IMDb pilled. Like my brain is an IMDb cast, whatever.
Yeah.
like full cast and crew. I love that. I experienced the exact same thing for one of the, only I didn't realize who it was in the moment. It did take me a minute. I just was like, I know this guy. For one of the guys on Odysseus's crew was in Criminal Minds, and I got home and I finally looked it up, and everyone was like, that's Will LaMontagne from Criminal Minds, married to JJ, who I love. JJ's my girl.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, yeah, I knew him as well. It's fun to do that, only it does not take me out of it ever, but it distracts me. Because that's also, I've seen everything in the world, so I experienced this watching nearly every movie. So it's good to be in the theater and not be able to Google it. Because I'm not pulling my phone out during the movie, but I'm thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah. And I think movies like this, oh my God, it's great. It's great to, I guess, in a sense, it is great to have a cast of such illustrious, well-known people. Yeah. But there is always going to be that little bit where you're like, that is John Bernthal. Hey, like that is Frank.
Yeah, Frank is Bald Frank.
Bald Frank.
Let me tell you something. I love John Bernthal. He did a great job. I thought he was really, really good.
I thought he was really good too. Now
I'm really a fan of him.
Yeah, I do have to say there is this like constant criticism of Christopher Nolan and how he uses women. Features women, I don't want to say uses, but like, you know what I mean? Like his the maybe limited role of women in his movies. I did have that thought in Oppenheimer with like Florence Pugh's character. And in this one, it also felt very apparent to me.
Exactly.
I know it's an adapted piece. I know that like
it's obviously there are not that many women in it in general.
Exactly.
Written by Homer a billion years ago.
But I also did feel, which maybe it's like a really simplistic point of critique, like, but fine, whatever. But like, I think that was also a little bit of the like hollowness, at least for me, watching the movie, which was, I was just kind of like, see, there's not much. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I don't know. The whole being like, Dad, I'm a man, and this is about honor, and this is about, and you're like, right.
I actually like, obviously there were so few women in this, not even in this, but like they just weren't the focus, which like I wasn't expecting. It's again, like this is the story and this is the whatever, like, but despite the like real lack of women in this film, and not even like the performances, because the performances from everybody were great, but like the real moments with a couple of the different women were like these standout moments to me, which was kind of crazy. Like I really just, Cersei, obviously incredible.
Really good. Really cool scene.
Love her. That scene was crazy. It was so cool. And I don't understand how that happened without CGI. I don't know how they did that. I was watching like a bunch of things of them describing how they did it with the animatronics, and they used clay and they used an artist, and I still don't get it. Yeah. That makes no sense to me. But her performance, incredible. Like, I don't know. I really, really love that character too. It's such a like so many, not to make it like a whole feminist thing, but I'm going to make it a feminist thing. I don't know, all these women in Greek mythology, like these monsters, so many of them are just trying to protect themselves, like Circe and Medusa. It's them trying to protect themselves from men. That's what so much of this is. And it was just so fascinating. And she did such a good job with that. And obviously I loved the return to your disguises, I think is what she was saying as part of her spell. I loved that. That was incredible. I like that moment to me. But there was also a moment, like a one-off line from Helen to Telemachus, where she was like, tell Penelope I'm so sorry about this. And it like struck me because it was just like, this woman is experiencing like, she's feeling so much guilt for this war that lasted 10 years that killed all of these people. And it took Penelope's husband from her for 20 years, for so long, like all of this time, all of these years, all of these people, all these lives. And she's feeling the blame for all of it, and she didn't do anything. Like, and in this interpretation, to me, obviously, it's more the understanding that she ran away with Paris versus she was taken. That's the way that it seemed to me that they were going for. And so just her taking this on as like her own fault, blaming herself for the entire war, when it's like, no, this is Agamemnon's doing.
Exactly.
You didn't do this. Menelaus and Agamemnon. Oh my God, these are such long names that I know how to say, I promise.
Yeah.
This is their doing, war is their doing, and obviously also like got just incredible. I loved that one line. It really like stayed with me.
Yeah.
And it did such a good, the entire movie did like such a good job, especially on like looking back and thinking about it, like post viewing.
Yes.
Like so much of it is Odysseus's regret, obviously, and
Yes.
him like looking at and feeling the blood on his hands, and like
Yes.
he didn't even want to be at war.
Yeah.
He only went to war because Agamemnon threatened him anyway.
Yeah.
Us like being like, oh my god, these poor guys, about 3,000-year-old characters.
Yeah.
Like this poor guy.
Right.
No one has ever had this thought before, but it was such a good interpretation because it absolutely could have gone the route of like, and some people are still going to interpret it this way incorrectly, of like just yay warrior strong guy killer kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But that's not what it was. That's not what they were doing.
Or even like being like, war is tough, but it's
exactly. No, it was really, especially, oh my god, that third act was really like, there was that scene, like the horrors and the guilt of war, and like there is no honor in any of this. It's just horrible for everyone everywhere. And it was so, it was really, I really enjoyed that.
Which again, I agree that it's kind of something that becomes clearer in reflection.
Yes.
And I think they really drive home in like the last half, last act, which I can appreciate. But I still wish that there maybe was a little bit more of that like current to like get you there
completely
throughout it.
Because I could have done with
a little bit more of the like emotionality to it.
Entirely.
I don't know, that might be just like, I guess that's my interpretation. That's my thought about it, because I do really like, that's where I was like, they really kind of like stuck the landing on that. Because just the whole question and the whole question being like, oh, he's trying to get home, but he's like, he doesn't actually want to get home because of the presumed shame, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't hold any of his actions in honor. I think finally like going into that battle at Troy was like, was really cool. I really liked how it made sense, or the thing that they did with Zendaya, with Athena. I thought that was moving. That was good. And I wasn't expecting it.
Actually,
yeah, probably, right. That's probably the most, as they would design it, I guess, other than General reuniting with Penelope. I feel like it's the most kind of emotional part, and I thought that was really. It struck me.
It really. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah, and him like reaching out, like that was really nice. I thought that was really nice.
It really, I've seen a lot of different interpretations of that also since watching it.
People are not fans, or what? Or just in general?
People are not fans, and also people are not understanding it the way that I am understanding it. And I am kind of the understanding, especially having not read, but like understood the Odyssey in general. I'm trying to remember
because I haven't really taken in that much commentary on it. Okay, honestly, so
let me try to.
I'm just kind of curious.
Phrase this, like, okay, I could be incorrect. I could be wrong about this. To be fair, I have not read the actual Odyssey. I've only read interpretations of it. Obviously, whatever. Like,
yes,
like like interpretations. Like I haven't read the actual translation. Obviously, I haven't read the ancient Greek either.
Right,
but. Whatever. I feel that I'm familiar with the story. She was a priestess girl, a young priestess who was killed. And that is like, those girls are supposed to be protected. And so that is one of the like greatest sins that you could be. Exactly. That's one of the greatest sins that you could be doing. Whatever. You're not supposed to, you can't kill a priestess in Athena's temple, like a priestess of Athena.
Yeah.
And so like that is part of the reason why they then had this like difficulty getting home. It was Athena's rage because they killed one of her priestesses in her sacred temple.
Right.
Whatever. And so like that's what that was, and that's why she's appearing as this priestess girl. But also it's like the guilt that he feels, kind of him finally realizing like, oh, like that's what we're doing here is bad,
Yeah. Totally.
So like it's his guilt that's making him view Athena as this way, as this priestess girl. I saw a couple of people just being like, no, like that moment, that was just them showing that they were just toppling the statue, and like that was a symbol of them toppling that statue. I'm like, no, I think that those men were killing that girl.
Yeah,
they beheaded that girl.
That's sorry. Now that I'm catching up, I'm like, wait, no, that's the idea. It's like they didn't actually show the girl being beheaded, but
they showed the statue because she was a priestess of Athena.
Yeah,
and they also
also editing cues, like
exactly, like they were doing it at the same time. They kind of killed both of them because she's a symbol of her, but that wasn't that wasn't just them toppling a statue. They are killing and
people.
assaulting these girls, like
Yeah,
a
like
lot of these women.
innocence. I
Innocent
think
people, that's the thing. Like, they've killed all these innocent people in this town, in Troy, in this town,
exactly
in the city of Troy. Like,
in this little small
it's not
town.
just them killing other soldiers. That's what part of it is. Like,
Yeah,
they're
exactly. I thought they made that very purposeful. I
I
mean,
thought
with his
so.
words and
I
also
completely
what they
understood it.
showed.
Mhm.
Like, what was on screen. Sorry,
Yeah.
condescending.
I know. I try to be understanding of different people interpreting things in different ways, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel that was made clear to me, at
Yeah, and I
least.
think they very purposely had like women in frame, not focusing on it too much, which is tasteful also,
Mhm.
mind you. Yeah, but I thought that was kind of the idea, is that he was
Yeah.
like, oh wait, he was like this like bloodlust essentially,
Like, they were very
from
much the villains of,
yeah.
at least to the citizens of Troy, like, if not whatever, everybody's at war, everyone's at fault in war, but not the people in this town that they're just killing
Yeah,
for no reason. And they even
yeah.
said that at one point. Like, I think it was Cersei said something about them
Pillaging and
pillaging and
stuff.
all these things. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I
totally.
don't Yeah.
But alas, that's why it's a
Like,
great big
they're
wide world
bad
out there.
guys, all of them.
Yeah, and I can appreciate, I mean, again, almost seems
Mhm.
like maybe a low bar, but it's like,
Yeah.
I can appreciate a movie that says war bad.
I don't know. No offense, but offense that, like, this is the audience that's watching this movie too, that some
Yeah.
people need a real smack in the face of, this is what we're saying. Like, I could have done with a little bit more of that, because I
Yeah.
understand that that's what you're saying. Maybe a
Yeah.
lot of people aren't. But also, slightly different thing, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more explicitly, like, Odysseus's hubris on screen, and like
Mm,
that is the reason that so much of what's happening to them is happening to them. It's
yeah.
because of the way that he is defying the gods.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that. That's his whole thing. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to
Mhm.
defy them. He thinks that he's better than them. He thinks he's the smartest, strongest guy,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm a Homer truther, I guess. So it was a little sad to not have seen the nobody part in Polyphemus's cave, if that's how you say that.
I'm not
Oh my
familiar.
god. Okay. So in the original text,
Mhm.
Odysseus is there fighting the Cyclops. Odysseus he's clever. That's his thing. He's like the wisest guy ever. And I feel
Right.
like we didn't see a ton of that in
His little
this.
trick.
Exactly. He had
Mhm.
a couple of tricks in this, but not as many as like he's had in real life in the original story. He tells Polyphemus his name is Nobody when they're attacking him.
Ah,
So then Polyphemus runs to the other Cyclops, and he's like, nobody's attacking me, so no one comes to help him.
right.
It's part of the like humor of the original. So like I understand him not putting that in. But at the end of, like they're escaping on the ship, instead of him just like doing his arrow into Polyphemus's eye, as they're finally escaping, so Polyphemus thinks it's Nobody that has attacked them, but as they're finally escaping on the boats, Odysseus yells back to him that like he is Nobody, that like he tells him his real name, and then the Cyclops tells that to Poseidon, and it's like that hubris of like him needing to take credit for this great
Right.
trick,
Yeah.
that is what like gets them really punished by Poseidon.
Yeah.
Him needing to be the cleverest guy, and he needs him to know, he needs to stick it to him.
Mhm.
Like he needs to tell him that he's the one that did that got one over on him.
Yeah.
And so I kind of missed that aspect of it, just like the real seeing how proud
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah. I think I agree, because I think I maybe just personally I kind of was like got a little mixed up with being like,
Mhm.
yeah, I understand he's supposed to be like a little proud and his
Yeah.
crew kind of like calls him on it. But
Yes.
then also once it becomes evident that it's his crew that's also being like punished, basically.
Exactly.
It kind of confused that a little bit for me,
Mhm.
where I was like, wait, I don't know. You understand what I mean? I was just kind of like,
Yes.
wait,
No, definitely.
which one? Because it
Because they
seemed like
were
his crew was the
also
one keeping him in line,
hubristic.
but they were
Yeah.
also hubristic, exactly. Or,
Mhm.
at least
Whatever
were
it is.
the
Yeah.
people who were
Exactly.
destroying
Yeah.
lives and livelihoods.
Mhm.
So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
That would have made a little bit
Even if
more
not, yeah, even if not in like that specific Nobody scene, which like would have been
yeah.
fun to see, but a little bit whatever. Like I just would have liked to see more of him being such a proud guy,
Yeah.
and needing to take credit for all the work that he did,
Yeah.
all the work, like all his big great schemes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His scheming. Yeah. What else? He really reminded me visually, in his older age, of Charlton Heston in the Ten Commandments.
Oh my god, yeah, there was one point where he was walking out of the ocean holding that piece of the boat, and I was like, Moses? No, exactly.
I was like, that made me giggle a little bit.
That's so funny.
In the screening in the theater.
Exact same
I thought
thought.
Robert Pattinson was really good.
He was
Huge
great.
year for Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
I'm loving him in basically everything he shows up in. Like, maybe I'm mainly thinking about the drama, but
always just a killer. Like,
yeah, man,
he's so good.
He's
obviously.
so good.
Him
I was really entertained by him.
Mickey 17 was just obviously incredible. He loves and everyone has said this isn't news, but he loves a silly little voice, and I love to hear it from him. He loves to play just like a little guy.
He's just so good on screen. So good. Yeah, man, like he serves. Mia Goth was in there. Wasn't expecting her either.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, like really chock full of people. I was just kind of like, all right. Period.
Elliot Page as Sinon was so good. It was like a really I don't know, you really felt for him. Like like as just like a young victim.
Believer.
Like a believer in the cause, and Odysseus couldn't protect him, and he was just a kid.
Yeah. It
was really good. I really like, because he just
really like seeing them.
Yeah, and then him returning from Hades. Oh
yes, I like that scene in general. That was cool.
That was really cool. It was really good. I really felt that. And the way that they did Agamemnon, I thought was so good. Of like him in this obviously incredible costume, him so strong. They don't even really show him without his costume. Like they do for just like a second.
Don't show his face. Yeah.
They don't show his face because that's not what matters. Like he's just kind of a nothing guy. Like he is just a little Weasley shrimpy loser who did all of this for nothing.
Yes. Get him.
And I'm mad. Me versus Agamemnon. But like that's not what it's about. It's about him being this big warrior guy. I don't know if I'm
sacrificed his children.
Exactly. I don't think I'm saying anything really, but I think I'm getting my point across of I'm just not being able to put it in words, but you know exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
It's more about the symbol of him being a big, great warrior than as an actual human being. He was not a big, great person, and he died naked and afraid. He died like a loser. And his like his wife got him, which that was another thing. Like knowing that story, oh my god, that was affecting the little child that he sacrificed for calm winds. But in the original story, I think she's a little bit older, not much. I think she's like 13, 14 as young girls were, and he tells Achilles that they're going to be married, and so he's going to wed her to Achilles. Like that's he tricks his wife. That's how he gets his daughter up there, and then he slaughters her in front of everyone on her like wedding dais, whatever it is, like up in front of everybody.
Right.
But we didn't have time to add anything else in. There was no time for that.
Exactly, no time for that.
But like, I think that even more is maybe like shows how horrifying what he did was, and how it really like obviously killing your child, your wife isn't going to love that no matter what.
Yeah.
But like tricking her like that is maybe worse, and would have shown like her anger a little more. So would have loved to see that, but also like I appreciate that she's a little baby toddler in this as well. Obviously, there's no good way to sacrifice your daughter for calm winds. Like there's no
redeemable way to do that.
I don't think your wife is going to be a fan of it, no matter how you do it, how old she is, or the way that you decide to do it.
Yeah, well, sick. There's the Odyssey. Did enough.
As
a movie,
enjoyed it. Yeah.
I was saying, I think rewatching it, I probably would enjoy it even more. But I just have to admit that like while watching it, I kind of was just like, I would love just not the most like affecting movie, but
I would love for there to be a little bit more emotion in it. But unless you want to make the Odyssey Part 1 and 2, which I do not want,
I don't recommend.
I don't think anybody wants that. Like there wasn't a real way to really cram anything else in there with trying to get every piece of it in, because it's this big, great, epic, thing. Which that actually reminds me, I was thinking, I don't know, an hour ago, just to myself, about us having seen Les Mis, and I was like, they should do the Odyssey musical. And then I remembered that they're doing that. They very much, that does exist. But I don't know anything about that. So actually I could be inventing something that very much exists right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I want like a Les Mis style, like very intense, very theatrical, very like not a
Yeah.
joke kind of opera about the Odyssey. I want
Mm.
the movie that I just watched, only they're singing.
It's
Like,
singing
you
the
know,
whole time.
like I want it to be a very Hugh Jackman situation up there, only it's Matt Damon and he's
Right.
singing. I think that would be
I
fun.
suppose.
Oh my God. Hello, Anne Hathaway. She's already like, she already
So true. The
knows how to
connective
do it.
tissue. There we go. There we go. Ugh, I
That
love
would
Anne
also,
Hathaway.
that movie full of stars. Oh my God. Can we talk about
Les
the
Mis?
movie Les Mis for a second?
Of course.
Like,
are you kidding?
Wow. This
we were
is a
saying
conversation we've had 800 times, but
not on the pod. The podcast.
exactly.
The pod
No, just me and
you
you.
can hear it all.
Let's start from the beginning.
I love that movie.
It's so good.
Since we just saw the
stage
production, it was very, very present in our minds, very forward in our minds. And yeah, you know, I think I have been on the receiving end of people saying that movie's not that good. Mainly the reason being that like, oh, the people can't sing. They can act, but they can't sing, and it's just so distracting how bad the singing is. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, grow up. It's great.
It's great, and
it's
also
good.
to be honest, like, and I know I said this to you, even the parts when it's not perfect, like when it is a little bit bad, it's all the better for it to me because it feels human. It feels real, and especially them like in real life singing on the day, like that's none of that is pre-recorded. They're singing as they're shooting it. Yeah, it just makes it feel like you feel the realness, you feel the grittiness.
Yes.
I love it. It's so like
I think it's
in
the
gutters,
appropriate choice. I feel like it's the appropriate choice. It has the most kind of the alchemy there, because I think we were also talking about like how it's really interesting to think about the advantages of film, like the medium for the story, where like the stage production was great.
It was beautiful.
But like you're listening to the first song,
the very opening.
So the opening, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. That's what we're thinking. Yeah. And yes, stage production was fantastic. The singing's great, but there's just, you can't deny how like visceral it is to be able to do that like close up shot of Hugh Jackman like gaunt and straining in his eyes and that note, and you're like, oh my goodness, you're like, this is crazy. Yeah. And so I think it was the smartest choice. Like of course I think maybe like probably stage actors, if they had hired stage actors, like of course they would have done well, but it's just like I'm like, I like the actors. Yes, exactly. Samantha Barks.
Is she from the West End or is she from Broadway? I'm not sure.
But for some reason I have West End, but I
think she might be from the original West End production. But like she's incredible, but some of the acting, like it's because they all know how to act. Like that's what the focus is. Yes, exactly. And it's really
they like carry that movie, that screen. Yeah,
they shot it like a stage production too, like in a way that is just so, it just makes it all the better. Like I love it. They really stayed true to the musical production, which also I think it would probably be a little bit difficult not to, because it's obviously an opera, and so there's no they can't cut any dialogue, like there's no changing it really. If you want to do all the songs, you're doing the same exact show, which I think really adds to it. But so like I really appreciated how similar it was, because it's the like translation from stage to screen is not always great. It doesn't always work. Like I think obviously some things are just meant for the stage and some are meant for the screen. And Les Mis, it's great on both, because they respected that it's a show for the stage, and they just took the stage show and they filmed it. Like
to a certain extent, and like capitalized on it where they could.
They just took what already existed and they made it better. They didn't take anything away from it.
Yes, exactly. They were very on point, and it's just such a good movie. I freaking love that movie. Eddie Redmayne's Empty Chairs at Empty Tables, again, just because the actual performance of it, you're just like it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I like Russell Crowe's stars. It's genuinely one of my favorite numbers because it sounds real.
It does. Like honestly, I didn't get that until maybe like talking to you freshman, sophomore year of college about it. Like I never had an issue with it, but it was not ever a standout to me. It just wasn't one that I remembered very well. but it's so real. And
Yeah.
it is, you're right, it's visceral and it's real and you're there with him and it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
You guys, like, nobody's understanding it. We're just not seeing the vision.
We're just not seeing the vision. No, yeah. I think, yeah, obviously there are fans of the film, but once I kind of caught wind of that critique, I was like,
yeah,
I don't feel that way at all.
You're right.
It's great.
And you're right. You should say it.
Yeah. Long live Les Mis. Love Les Mis.
Yeah.
It's just like, and also it's one of those where I feel like it gets introduced to you maybe, I don't know. For me, it was like in like maybe 7th grade where we did like a medley in my little like middle school choir or something like that.
Oh yeah, the choir medley was real.
Right? The choir medley, exactly. But like, oof, so good. I dreamed a dream. You hear all these lyrics and the lyrics are beautiful. Like that, the entire vignette. Yes.
The whole thing.
Of I Dreamed a Dream on my own. It's so beautiful.
We could list every song.
Yeah.
All so
it really
perfect.
lives in my heart. I think it's a beautiful musical. So I might need to listen to that.
That quality, serious, intense opera of the Odyssey.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I want to see.
Yeah. You might have to be the one, man.
I might. Okay. Somebody give me $1 billion and I'll get to work.
I'll go to songwriting school. I will go to script writing. Yes. I will do all the things necessary. I'll train myself and I will start writing.
Yeah. I'm not just writing, I'm producing. It's happening. This is real.
Right.
Yes. I'm putting on a show.
Yeah.
I'm hiring, I don't know, who directed Les Mis?
You're right.
Director. Let me get him on the phone. Somebody tell me, is Epic good? I could get into Epic, the musical, which is the Odyssey in musical form.
Really? That's what it's called?
That's what it's called. It's called Epic.
I don't know if I appreciate that.
That's why, in my mind, sorry to everyone involved, I know nothing about it. I'm sure it's great. To me, it's giving probably cheesy.
I don't know if that crossed my desk.
I think it...
Honestly.
I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We're talking too much about something neither of us literally knows what we're talking about.
Right. Okay, we talked so much about the Odyssey. Is there any other thing? Anything else that you've watched? I have I have to mention, actually, gotta do it appropriately.
Oh no. Our glasses time.
Yeah.
TVL time.
The other piece of media that I watched, truly like this week can basically be the only things, but is The Vampire Lestat. The season ended while I was away and I had to catch up.
It ended?
Yeah, man.
Oh no! I'm behind.
I know. You now have you have 2 years probably to watch 3 seasons of television. Okay. I think you got it. It's in total really 21 episodes.
Okay. Like physically I can. Spiritually, you're gonna have to remind me.
To see if you get to it. Respect, I guess. I respect that. No. Yes, I watched the last 3 episodes basically all in a row. I sat down and watched all of them 2 days ago maybe. And slay. This season was interesting. I think it's gonna be a really interesting show to keep up with because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with how they're approaching it, especially as kind of attempting to adapt this whole corpus of books. And I was trying to reflect and be like, okay, as we know, first 2 seasons, Interview the Vampire book split into 2. This season was The Vampire Lestat, which is a specific book. Next season, it was just confirmed at Comic-Con, is going to be another name change, but it's fun. Queen of the Damned, which is another book.
Wait, so who's this one focused on? Is this one Claudia?
Still is a lot of Lestat, I think. Okay, I don't know who the perspective is. I need to do my reading. I'm not a book reader. I have not yet read the books, gotten into there.
You have it.
So yeah. Not yet. We'll see. It's always possible. Yeah, but so I'm not sure.
Okay, well I watch you read.
Exactly. I have 2 years to catch up. Yeah, so I'm not sure who's the perspective. For some reason I think it still might be Lestat. I would understand from a show point of view of kind of doing 2 seasons of that, and the way that the season ended, I think there's still a lot to understand what happened from his point of view. But that's kind of what I'm saying. I feel similar enough to the first season when it ended, there was a story there was an arc, a narrative arc. It left us on a cliffhanger. This one still kind of leaves us on a cliffhanger for this season that just ended. But this season felt a lot more like a lot of setup more than having this very kind of satisfying narrative arc in a way.
Interesting.
Yeah, which I think there's some amount of like discussion about the the quality, I hesitate to say, about this season versus the other ones. I do not feel that particular way. I think it's just a very dynamic show, which I kind of always emphasize. And it's definitely not formulaic. I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? So I think it can really elicit a lot of different responses because of the content, because of the form, because of the approach. I hesitate to speak so vaguely, but moral of the story, I really enjoyed it. I still think they're doing a really interesting job with the storytelling. I thought that the various things I think they've set up and the things that happened throughout the season were really interesting progressions from the first season, and so much changes with like different points of view and all this stuff. It's such an interesting show, and I just think that it's like a treat to watch, kind of low key defending it a little bit for this season, where I'm like, no, like I still think that they're cooking, and I really appreciate it. There's so much what really is the core of the show, Louis and Lestat.
Nice.
It's a great season for them. I think they leave on a very lovely note with them.
Okay, love that.
And that's really is the core. I think that is the core of the show. That is the core of the story that Anne Rice set out, as I understand. And I think as long as they keep that thread there and keep general coherence with the show, I will be there with them. And yeah, the performances across that show are absolutely fantastic. My last very general note is just like, damn, Jacob Anderson, Sam Reed, Asad Zaman, Delaney Hales, fantastic.
Yeah.
Electric.
Incredible. Even like I'm obviously very behind, but I saw the first season and I've seen like clips since. Incredible work from everybody.
Yeah. I just think
it's affecting.
Yeah. It's a lot of like, I don't know how to characterize it. I don't know. There's a lot of like online fandom discussion. You know, on a certain level, I'm like, yeah, good. Like, you know, like I think there's something about being like more is more. I think it's cool to have a show kind of, again, like elicit responses.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've always erred on the side, as much as I've like understood certain kind of conversations. I've always erred on the side. I'm like, I think they're doing a good job. I think they are constructing this story that has a lot of ugly parts and a lot of interesting parts, and a lot of lovely parts too. And so, whatever. Yeah.
That's the thing. It's a love story, right? Like it's a fucked up one, but it's a love story.
It is. I think so.
I love that.
I would argue as much.
Love a terrible toxic love story.
Yeah, right. Shocker. Right. It's really so entertaining to watch, I guess, is my thing as well. Where I'm never going to be it's not that deep person, because of course here we are.
Is that deep? Sorry.
Exactly. But I don't know. Maybe that's not fair to say. I haven't been figured out how to like form that thought.
Yeah.
But
we very much live in a society where people don't know how to interpret characters doing things wrong anymore.
Yeah. Like, I think you're getting at what I'm saying.
Exactly. Like you can watch something and watch someone do something bad on screen, and watching that doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make the actor a bad person or the author a bad person. It makes the fictional character bad, not even necessarily. And like, it makes it fiction. It's a story.
There's a little bit of that.
I feel like that came up in our discussion about Obsession a little bit, or at least it, like I saw a little bit of that online of people being like, this is a sexist movie. And it's like, well, no.
Yeah.
I think the creators created a character who was sexist, and that's
with Obsession specifically. I did just read a review of it. She wrote something about how she didn't like Obsession, which is also a thing. Like interpretations can be interpreted.
You can dislike something absolutely all the time, whatever.
But actually reading hers, I was like, okay, I could kind of see, because she was talking about like the more of the like mechanisms of the movies to like center this versus this. But I thought that was interesting, and I was like, well, see, and that's enlightening, because I can see how you get there. And she was also talking about like the marketing of the movie itself and kind of how it like interacts with like the reception of the movie. Yeah, because I was like, don't get me wrong, I also thought it was like really weird that the reception of it was so much like the reception and marketing was so much of being like crazy girlfriend.
Yeah.
And you're like that's unfortunate, because that's not what the salient part of the movie is to me.
That's the
at
thing.
All. And I don't think that's what
it's not what the creator intended, I don't think.
I think, but maybe it is sloppy if it is so up for interpretation to like
there is something to say absolutely about like the marketing being so like about it being a crazy love story, whatever, she's the villain kind of thing. When that didn't happen in the movie, it was very clear to me that obviously she was the victim in this situation. Bear is the villain. Ah, that's crazy, whatever. Everyone knows that. But that's the problem. Not everyone does know that. I saw a lot of interpretations of the movie, just guys responding in a crazy way. Like, I saw a couple of, like, Letterboxd reviews. Sorry, TVL Corner's over. I'm taking off my glasses.
You're right.
I saw a couple of reviews online of guys saying, like, oh, they should have chosen, not Nikki, should have chosen the other girl, or, like, should have done this differently, or, like, oh my god, my lobster too buttery, my biscuit too whatever. Like, hey guys, I think we're missing something. I think that this was a movie about sexual assault and domestic violence, and I'm a little scared of what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, which also begs the question, such a central question, internal question, an insurmountable question of just like, also, what do you bring to the table? What is like your kind of projection, in a sense, your kind of interpretation that you bring to the table that might kind of lend more or less generously to kind of anything you're watching. It's just always kind of a question, right?
Which,
because like, even though I'm saying all these things about like the writing, I would make the argument it's very different, but like that was a little bit of how I felt about Euphoria and Sam Levinson, where I was like, this fucking guy writing this shit, like that's crazy. But I do think Euphoria is worse and more incoherent and like a whole thing. But like,
it kind of like ties back to my question of a little bit what I was talking about earlier with the Odyssey. Like, how heavy-handed with these messages and the metaphors do we need to be if sometimes some people need to be smacked in the face with meaning, or they're not going to pick up on it. Like,
totally.
Because some people are going to be walking away from the Odyssey saying, yes, war is awesome. That movie was awesome. And some people are going to be walking away from Obsession saying, wow, that girl was nuts. Like, how scary. Girls are scary. Like, not everyone is picking up on the same thing. And I think that's, I don't know, must be difficult to make a movie, especially about something that you're trying to imply. Even like American Psycho, about like capitalism and patriarchy and toxic, all of this toxic masculinity. Some people are not going to pick up on that, and that's it's a little difficult.
And this is the conversation that people have been having for eons and will continue to.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially when it comes to making pop culture for like mass consumption. You kind of
it's
on the side of the creator
create something that is meant to go to such a wide audience. Like, dare I say, impossible for everyone to understand what you're trying to say, because everyone has different experiences. Blah blah blah. Like,
exactly. But that's what makes
it's hard. That's what makes it lovely to analyze and interpret. It's fun.
Also makes popular art specifically what it is.
You know, and so intriguing.
It's so intriguing.
It's and I do like seeing the ways that other people interpret things, especially if, to me, they're so wrong. Which nobody's wrong. Unless you're wrong. But like,
I think what more often kind of comes the case personally, and as much as I like put a certain amount of like mental effort into it, is sometimes you're like, okay, I feel like that's wrong. But I think what's like underlying that is an insecurity that you're wrong, that I'm the one who's not understanding something correctly, which is how I feel sometimes with examples of like Obsession, or how people felt about One Battle After Another, where I'm like, oh, maybe I have blinders on for this thing, and maybe that,
that's
and like
super real.
And I think that's like the value of engaging anyways, if you can kind of like wipe away kind of some of that insecurity, is like, you kind of are able to interrogate yourself and your like lenses and frames that you kind of automatically have, whether you realize, kind of that you might take for granted, and also kind of learn that it's a whole like tapestry of responses that kind of give a thing a meaning. And it's okay if yours doesn't align completely with someone, or if you see this point but not exactly that point, and you kind of can respect this and you know that, like, it's all fair game. These are the things I tell myself, because apparently it matters to me, but I'm like, oh, it's all fair game.
That's real.
You know what I mean? The marketplace of ideas.
So true.
But sure, I mean, maybe that's what the like that in its most platonic idea or platonic state would be. It's kind of acknowledging that.
Who knows? I don't know.
Okay.
All right, that needs to be that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. If you made it this far, make sure to follow us, fixated.pod on all socials. Yeah. I don't know, I guess we'll see you next week. Nope.
Yes.
The Wednesday after.
Exactly.
2 weeks.
Exactly. 2 weeks. Start the countdown.
Here every
2
other
weeks
week.
will turn into 20 years.
We love you.
Odyssey style.
Maybe we'll never make it home.
Yeah.
Maybe we will.
Maybe we don't want to go home. Oh my God. Just kidding. Literally at home. Pretty happy about it.
In our boxes. This box is my home. And I love it. In the meantime, I don't know. Don't let your hubris piss off anybody and ruin your life and ruin the lives of all your crewmates.
You are not a god.
Try not to defy the gods, because it will not work out for you. Respect your fellow man. Don't go to war. I don't know.
Exactly. Cut that shit out, you fucking losers. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.